Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. Today I thought I would share some fragrances that are casual yet elevated. So basically everyday fragrances that have a touch of something that just makes them really special, and these are the ones that I've been loving wearing recently. Of course, as always, I will link them in the description box below for you, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I'm gonna start off with Accord Perdu by D'Orsay. This is such an angelic, soft, airy, musky iris fragrance. It has that powdery quality, but this also has orange blossom and neroli. So it has a sort of clean floral feeling to it, and it is just so angelic and heavenly. It's a bit soapy, but it's just beautiful. I've been loving wearing this at the moment, especially on days when the weather's a bit warmer. Next I have Sous Lapine from Chloe. This is one of the newer additions to their Atelier de Fleurs collection. You know how much I love this collection, and I've been raving about their new ones as well. This is such a gorgeous, sophisticated, aromatic, woody green scent. So you have pine, you also have eucalyptus, you've got this sort of peppery quality in the opening. This really evokes a feeling for me of walking through a pine forest on a bright sunny day, but the trees are really dense and they're casting lots of shadows. This has a really bright feeling, but it's also quite cooling at the same time. It's a really interesting scent, and the woody notes are not actually listed on Chloe's website, so I don't know which woody notes are used here, but I personally get an Akigala wood feeling from this, which would make sense because this is a Quentin Biche creation and he loves an Akigala wood note, but I love this so much. It's such an incredible release from Chloe. Next I have Metal Lavender from Matière Première. This is their newest release, and it is such a gorgeous take on lavender. You know my love for lavender fragrances. Last year I absolutely fell in love with them, and oh, this is just such a great one. It's so unique. So you've got a duo of lavender here. You have one that's more floral and one that focuses more on the metallic aspect of lavender, which is really interesting. So you do have that floral tone. This isn't overly aromatic, which when lavender is aromatic, it can feel quite masculine. So this smells completely unisex to me. It doesn't lean either way. And the metallic aspect isn't overly metallic either. It just adds a really cool feeling to the fragrance, as in cool in temperature. But I love it. It's got a very powdery feeling to it, and it's got a woody molecular base, which I know some people either love or they really dislike. So this is a definite try before you buy. Obviously try all fragrances before you buy them, but this is very unique, and the woody molecular base really sort of pushes the fragrance out. This projects enormously. It's really strong, and it's just a gorgeous fragrance, but you do have to be into those sort of woody molecular scents to get on board with this one. It kind of brings to mind Vanilla Powder by Matière Première for me. The sort of powdery woody base of that reminds me of this. This also has hints of crystal saffron, so if you like those fragrances, check this one out. Next up I have Besos from Carner Barcelona. This is another fragrance that smells so unbelievably angelic. This is so feminine and beautiful. It just smells like elevated baby powder to me. It's a gorgeous powdery iris with a pink powder puff feeling. That is what I get from this. It smells makeup-y, it smells fresh though. It has a very sort of clean feeling to it. It gives me like a baby pink feel. Like if this colour had a scent, it would be Besos by Carner Barcelona. Next up I have the newest fragrance from Leda. This is 12 Marina Soleil, and this is an aquatic fragrance done so perfectly. It opens up really crisp and refreshing. You've got some citrus fruits in there, and then you also have this sort of sea breeze feeling. It's got a really salty kind of ozonic feeling to it, and then underneath you've got a sort of soft woody feeling, and it's a bit aromatic. I mentioned this on TikTok, but this just sort of transports me to being on a boat. I'm dressed in all white, there's fruit platters and champagne on this boat. The sun is shining, but I've got like a cool sea mist just kind of cooling me down. I love this so much. This is like the perfect summer aquatic fragrance. Next up is Fleur Narcotique by Ex Nihilo. This is another one that is so just angelic and airy and beautiful. This is peony, lychee, and it's got a clean, fluffy musk, and it is just so elegant and so pretty and so feminine. The only thing I will say about this is that it really does not last for me. I bought this with my own money after trying it many times. For me, I just love the scent so much that I thought it was worth buying it and just topping up with a Travelo. I love a Travelo. They're so great for just carrying around with you in your handbag. But yeah, I love this. Would I recommend it? Yes, for the scent, but also just be aware this just does not last. It really doesn't. It's so upsetting. I really wish it did, but I love the scent so much. Next I have In This World by Lise. This is such a gorgeous, fresh, aromatic fig fragrance with a sort of woody dry down. This is so serene and spa-like to me. I love it so much. It's quite light wearing and it's quite sort of intimate. It doesn't project a lot, but it is so great in warmer weather. And one that I've been loving at the moment and that I mentioned in my summer recommendations is Neon Garden by Dries Van Noten. This is such a gorgeous powdery iris fragrance that also has an earthy feel, kind of like an orris feeling. And it's got a duo of mint, so it's got peppermint and spearmint, but it's not an overly minty fragrance. The mintiness just kind of adds this really gorgeous cooling feeling, and the powdery quality has a sort of suede-like feeling to it. This is very chic, very sophisticated, but also it is casual and easy to wear, especially in the warmer weather. It is so unique, and I think it's such an underrated fragrance from Dries Van Noten. Like I said, I'll link these all below for you. Let me know if there are any fragrances you would add to this list. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a cheeky little thumbs up as always if you did, and hopefully I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys!